What's up, darts fans? Welcome back to dartsreport.com. Smash that like button so you don't miss a thing. Today, Gerwyn Price halts a Premier League semifinal, refusing to throw until a fan is ejected. So what's actually going on? Gerwyn Iceman Price has done something we don't see every day. During his Premier League semifinal against Stephen Bunting in Sheffield, he stopped the match, refused to throw another dart until a disruptive fan was removed from the arena. You have to wonder, how bad does it have to get before a player takes that kind of stand? According to Sky Sports commentator Wayne Mardle, there was a supporter who was being awkward and being a bit of a wally. Price spotted him, pointed him out, and made it clear he wouldn't continue until security dealt with it. And they did. The fan was removed and the match resumed. This isn't Price's first run-in with crowd behavior. He's spoken out before about fans deliberately trying to put players off. But this time, he took direct action. Strong stuff from the Iceman. After the interruption, Price managed to refocus, but he eventually lost the match 6-3 to Bunting. Still, the incident sparked a huge debate among fans online. Should players have the right to halt matches over crowd misconduct? What do you think? Now for Bunting's reaction. Bunting backs Price. No place for that. Stephen the Bullet Bunting has fully backed Gerwyn Price's stance. After beating Price in that semifinal, Bunting made it clear he was on Price's side. Speaking in his post-match press conference, he didn't hold back. Bunting on the incident.
Forward, you feel?
Yeah, I think so. I think, obviously, Gezi pointed it out. He actually seen the guy who was doing it. And it wasn't just against me, it was against Gezi as well. So he was just an idiot in the crowd who wanted to just disrupt the game. And yeah, I was totally with Gezi on that. Gezi said to me, don't start until we're ready. And yeah, I agree with him. I think it's a great way to point someone out like that. I know he gets a couple of minutes of fame.
Bunting went further, calling the fan an idiot and saying there's no place for that in darts. He revealed Price told him not to restart until both players were ready. Classy from both. He was just an idiot in the crowd who wanted to disrupt the game, and yeah, I was totally with Gezi on that. Gezi said to me, don't start until we're ready, and yeah, I agree with him. I think it's a great way to point someone out like that. Bunting then went on to win the final against Luke Humphries 6-3 with 106 average, a brilliant end to his campaign, even though he missed finals night. He said the win was a huge confidence builder, and honestly, you can't argue with that. Want to play a darts game from your own board? Check out sportsarena.app/game.
Speaking of Premier League debuts, Van Veen rates debut a 5.5.
Gian Van Veen has given his debut Premier League season a score of 5.5 or maybe a 6. Speaking on the podcast Darts Dry Door, the 24-year-old Dutchman admitted he was harsh on himself after the Rotterdam night, saying emotionally, this isn't Premier League worthy. Ouch. Van Veen's season was derailed by kidney stones that required surgery and forced him to miss a night in Berlin. He admitted the physical blow had a huge impact, and he's not the same player I was a few months ago. He also said he probably should have skipped more Players' Championship events to manage his schedule. On the Littler controversy in Manchester, Van Veen said it didn't affect his performances and that their relationship remains unchanged. He's a perfectly fine guy, but even before all that, we never had loads of contact, so there's no real drama. Van Veen also switched darts during the season after grip issues caused his thumb to split open. He's now using a new set and hoping to rediscover the form that saw him reach 3 nightly finals early on. A tough debut, but plenty of promise. By the way, is it time for a darts upgrade? Buy Loxley darts at thedartslounge.co.uk and use code ARENA10 for 10% off everything. And finally, some good news. Greaves tops debut earnings list. Beau Greaves has topped the prize money standings among players who secured a PDC Tour card at the start of 2026. The 22-year-old has earned 48.5K so far this year, ahead of Cristo Reyes on 42.5K and Darius Lebanowskis on 28.5K. Not bad for a debut season.
Greaves' lead is built on her historic Players' Championship title, the first woman ever to win a PDC ranking event, plus a Pro Tour 9 darter and strong floor form. She's quickly become one of the breakout stories of 2026. You have to be impressed. The list also shows which Q School graduates have adapted quickest. Labanowskis and Reyes have shown experience, while Tom Sykes, Charlie Manby, and Adam Gowlis have made encouraging starts. But it's Greaves who leads the pack. What a story!
Of course, a single Players' Championship weekend can change everything, but right now Greaves is setting the standard for debut tour card holders. Can she keeping up? We'll be watching closely. What a night in Sheffield! Price taking a stand, Bunting backing him, and Van Veen opening up. We'll be back tomorrow with more darts news. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. See you tomorrow.